someone has been living in Dubai for a while, for a long time it seems, and they have not been 100% on the ball with their US taxes. What do? Well, of course, you need to get advice. But generally speaking, if it is that you have not been compliant with your US tax responsibilities while living abroad, and your non-compliance was non-willful. Now, this concept of willfulness is not really explored in the U.S. tax code, so we have to look at case law. And case law says it's when there's like an intentional avoidance of a known legal duty, right? So you knew that you had a responsibility to file and pay taxes, and you took deliberate steps to willfully evade. So basically tax evasion, right? So let's assume that your non-compliance was non-willful. So yours was not the tax evasion side, and we can take a deeper dive into the difference between the two concepts of willful and non-willful if needs be. But let's assume that your non-compliance was non-willful. Then there's the course of action that is usually the appropriate one would be something called the streamlined compliance procedure. So the streamlined compliance procedure is an amnesty in all but name, because what it does, it allows you to come forward to the IRS before the IRS finds you, right? So if the IRS has already begun pursuing action against you or taking action against you, streamlined is not an option. So let's assume that they have not begun taking any action against you and your non-compliance was non-willful. Then the streamline could perhaps be an option to explore. So what it does, it says, okay, out of respect for the fact that you've come forward on your own, you would file the last 3 years tax returns, even though you may have lived in Dubai for more than 3 years, maybe 10, 15 years. And you did not file any US returns. They say, doesn't matter, just give me the last 3 years for which the due date has already passed, which in this case will be 2019-18. So, and that's driven by the statute of limitations, which is 3 years for tax returns. And then give me 6 years for the foreign bank account reports. And FBARs, doesn't matter what people say, FBARs or the foreign bank account report, otherwise known as FinCEN 114, that is not new. It's a really old form. I think it's from 1970, 71 under the Bank Secrecy Act. So it's an old requirement, but it's only recently getting a lot of attention. But anyway, so the streamline requires that you go back for 6 years on your FBARs. So 3 years returns and 6 years for FBARs. And again, with the FBARs, it's driven by the statute of limitations as well. So just come forward with that. You get you draft a statement that explains, hey, this is why I was unable to meet my filing requirements, etc. So you package all that, you send that in. So the IRS agrees under the streamline. You will pay interest if you owe any taxes. So interest will be payable on the outstanding balance. But more importantly, you get to legally avoid the civil and criminal penalties, which is a huge relief, obviously. So if this streamlined is something that you want to explore, please reach out to us and we can have that conversation.
Please subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Our books and upcoming events are available at htj.tax. Email us at help@htj.tax to engage us, to advise on international tax or business matters.